everyone. It is Saturday, along about 10 o'clock, I think, and we're gonna make dinner. We're gonna smoke ourselves some Boston butt today, and we're gonna do it the easy way, because that's the way I like to do it. So, we're gonna fire up our pit barrel cooker, and then we're gonna slap our meat on the smoker, and we're gonna let it go for a long time. Make up some coleslaw, do some other stuff. So, this is all about doing it the easy way. We're running Kingsford today, and I know some of the purists out there are going to have their favorite kind of lump charcoal or hardwood or what have you. We're doing it the easy way. We're just using Kingsford. It'll be all right. We got our chimney. We got bits of the bag, the charcoal bag in here. We're just going to fire that up so the chimney can catch fire. Oops, hard to do with one hand. Sorry, I keep moving it off. Just kind of let that go. All that smoke's going to catch on to the charcoal briquettes. The neighbors will come by and wonder if I'm burning the neighborhood down, and I'll wind up inviting them for dinner. So it's all going to work out. All right, be back at you in a little bit. Burn myself, but I'm just going to take that and then dump it. There we go. Dump it right on there. That's pretty good. This is all done. We don't need that anymore, so we're going to set that aside. And we are going to... Okay, heat glove. Claw hammer. Dun, dun, dun. Fire pit. We're going to pick that up with the claw hammer, and without burning ourselves, we're going to set it down in the base of that. Haha! Anyone want to believe we can do that? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Set the claw hammer down. Put our rods in. Rod numero uno. Rod numero dos. Okay. And the way the pit barrel cooker works, it hangs off of those rods via those hooks, which are hooked up underneath the bone part of the butt. So this is a bone-in butt, which is what you want. So I'm not going to do this one-handed, but I'll show you what it looks like after I hang the sucker. All right, there it is. We got the butt hanging down over the coals. The charcoal looks good. That's going to catch the rest of it and keep it smoking over the course of the, 4 to 6 hours that it needs to do. Righto, so the last thing to do is just slap the lid on. Make sure we got a nice tight seal. And we're going to start rolling smoke. Okay, now this is very important, gentlemen and ladies. Make sure, if you're going to get into smoking, that you tell your significant others, wives, husbands, girlfriends, children, whatever, that it is critically important whenever you're smoking that you tend the smoker constantly. Tell them that without you constantly checking the fire pit and adjusting and making sure everything's good, dinner will be ruined. And further, it's important that you do it while seated with a beer in your hand, or whatever your beverage of choice is. So tell them that. It is complete and utter bunk, obviously. Thing's going to deal with itself. You don't have to do much, but help them, make them believe that. Personally, that lasted for me all of about a month or two of having the smoker before I let it slip that I could run an errand and go to the grocery store and mow the lawn while the smoker was running, and I was totally busted. So be smarter than me. All right, I'll be back at you. Hey everyone. It's been about 4 hours that the butt has been on, and there's a butterfly visiting our butterfly bush over there. So Anyway, it smells absolutely amazing out here. We got our smoke rolling right through. Life is good. Everything is wonderful. We are going to test the temp. All right, so here we go. Oh yeah! Look at that, will you? Oh my goodness gracious! It looks amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Let's get on in here. What do we got? What's that say? All right, it says 145. We're going for like a 165. Oh my gosh, that's at 165. This guy's at 165. Let's try this again. 149. Okay, so we look really, really good. We're going to give it about, oh, I don't know, another 30 minutes, maybe another hour before we pull it off and wrap it. All right, be back at you. All right, about 1 hour has gone by. This looks and smells awesome. I've checked the temp. It looks good. Right where we need to be. So what I'm going to do is just kind of grab this whole rod so I don't have to worry about it. I'll take it over here. There we go. Put it down on my wrapping paper. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to use both hands here in a second. But basically, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some of our wrapping juice. This happens to be a Sweetwater. We're going to put a little bit on here, and we're going to wrap it up nice and tight. And we're going to put it on the grate, back in the pit barrel, back behind me. And we're going to let it go for a couple hours. We're shooting for a temp of about 200, 195, 205, somewhere in there. We've got the fat cap on top. That's the fat cap right there. We want it to render into the meat and make it delicious. So that's the plan. All right, guys, I'll be back at you. Okay, just in case you didn't believe me, it's all nice and wrapped up. Since I've had the lid off, I got fire starting on those coals down there, but it looks right where it needs to be. We've got the rebar right back in, so we need that to be able to hold temp. Get that lid on there nice and tight. 2 more hours, and then we're looking at dinner. Oh, yeah. All right, everyone, we're back. So, I have to admit, I cheated. So, after 1 hour of wrap, tested the temp, and it was at 175, and we'd kind of hit a stall. So, I yanked out one of the 2 rods. There's supposed to be 2 rods in there to hold at 350. Pulled one out to increase the convection and therefore bump up the heat so that we could get our temp right. So now we're at approximately 2 hours of wrap. Let's see where we are. Got a thermopen. Oh, what's it say? Excellent! 203. 201. 200. Remember, we're looking for like 195 to 205. We are perfect. So now, my assistant, who we will not picture, is going to pick that thing up with her hot gloves and carry it over there. Yeah, there we go. Put it over there, please. Over on the thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Woo, yeah. Okay, all right. Cool. You good? You good? All right, awesome. She's good. All right, so now what we're going to do is take this inside, let it set for 30 minutes while we cook the vegetables, and then we're going to have dinner. All right, see ya. Okay, the meat has been pulled off. It's been resting for about 30 minutes. Let's see how we did. Get in here. This is the bone. We're grabbing onto it, and it just let go. That's what you're looking for. So, this stuff is in great shape. Next step. I mean, obviously we're going to set the bone aside, but I'm going to take these bear claws, I'm going to dump that meat into that bowl, and we're going to scrape it up, and then we're going to serve it with South Carolina slaw. A key. South Carolina slaws, red pepper, cabbage, carrot, onion, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of oil, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of goodness.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, slaw? What you talking about? Well, here's the thing. I didn't believe it either until we moved to South Carolina and I tried it. But I gotta tell you, you put a little bit of pulled pork with a little bit of slaw on a bun, and I don't know what heaven tastes like, but it's pretty close. So you really gotta try it. And here's the payoff. All right. So
I take pictures of ice cream and like desserts. Dad takes pictures.
We got Deirdre in the background talking about herself. So we have our pulled pork with some nice barbecue sauce. We got our South Carolina slaw on a nice bun. Got some nice broccoli. My friends, we have dinner. So this started at approximately 10:30 or so, and now it is 7:30 or so, and dinner is on. How?